Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of KigerCraft. I'm Kiger, and way out there is a bear named Giren. And today we are going to be working on, yes, he's a bear. We're going to be working on expanding out our homestead a little bit. One of the things that we need on this world is stuff. We are incredibly poor, so we don't really have a lot of the stuff that we really need as far as like items and, you know, wood and basics. I know I love stuff too. Hold on, let me adjust these sheep. They're loud. Friendly creatures. There we go. Okay, so this is going to be sort of like a farm building episode. We're going to be building a tree farm for the most part. It's just a basic little one, and I'm filling in some space, so we have sort of some room to work with. But we asked last time that you guys ask questions, and we would answer them in our next episode, and you did, and we will. So I'm actually going to start reading off everyone's questions, and I'll try and answer them all to hopefully a satisfactory level. So the first question is from Lamdrew, and our good buddy Lamdrew wants to know how we're doing, this season. So his question is, how are you enjoying your second run of YouTube, and what do you hope to happen on your channel in the near future? Less than 3, Lamdrew. More interactions, new series, milestones, a UHC. So basically, we don't really plan on doing anything different than we already have done. So we're really happy with how our coming back to YouTube has been going. You know, we've been having a really fun time, and everything is working out really well. And a lot of people have come back to support us, and that means so much, just so much. As far as like series goes, we're probably not going to be doing anything new other than Affinity. So we are incredibly strapped for time, so we don't have a whole lot of time to work with. So new series and things like that, unless something changes, are probably not going to happen. Yeah, and eventually the UHC, or the Affinity guys, will do UHC. So we'll be doing events and stuff like that that are part of Affinity, but we ourselves will not be doing anything like that, most likely. It's a purely a time thing, just not a whole lot of it. All right, so milestones. To be honest, I was never really ever interested in milestones. They're cool. They're a cool thing to celebrate, with all of our friends and our subscribers and stuff like that. But personally, whether we have 1 subscriber, we have 100 million, it doesn't really make a difference to us. We would not really change the way that we do things. We're happy with who we have because we have some great interaction. We have great people that come in and visit our channels. Yeah, 100 million might be a little much. It's way too many. But it's basically similar to what we've always said. We've always said that we're here to have fun, and that's our mantra. That's how we do it. We're here to have fun, and that's it. That's all we're really interested in. We're not interested in making money. I think how much money I've invested in my computer, and that we've collectively invested in our channel shows that we're not really too concerned about money, because quite frankly, we've spent quite a bit and we haven't gotten anything back from it. But that was never the purpose in the first place. It is kind of a money sink. I think we spent a total of, well, it depends on what you consider quote unquote for the channel. What the? Oh, it's grass. Because if you count channel only things, it's not terribly a whole lot. Considering that we specifically didn't want to spend a whole lot of money. So if you discount like the computers and stuff that we would have probably eventually gotten anyways, because when we first started, my computer was just, oh man, it was having a hard time. But I would say we've probably spent close to, I don't know, maybe I think $300 or $400 would probably be a good estimate, and that's probably being a little conservative. But yeah, it's just not so bad, and we've gotten a heck of a lot out of it too. So can't really say that it wasn't worth it, because we've met a whole bunch of cool people and we've done a lot of cool things. So, oops, there we go. So, is it worth it? Yeah, I think so. For me and for Garen, yeah, it's worth it for us. Might not be for somebody else, but you know, that's not who we're talking about. So let's go ahead and jump on to the next question then. I hope, Landry, that answered your curiosities. Let's see, who is next? Assassin Gamer. Obviously Tig does... Oh, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so obviously Tig does all the commentary and recording for videos. Does Garen does the editing and uploading, or does he have another role? Just gonna go ahead and leave that block there. Oh, my mouse is freaking out. Go. So the way that our setup goes is I am the face and the voice. So oh yeah, that's right, I forgot we have a quick jump over here. I do all of the talking, obviously, and I usually have Garen's help with coming up with what to say. But for the most part, I'm all the talking and the recording. Garen does all of the editing. He does all of the graphics. He does all of the 3D. He does a lot. In fact, I would venture to say that Garen actually does a heck of a lot more for the channel than I do. I mostly do my bit. Oh, I'm starving. That's why I can't run. I mostly do my bit, and then I'm done. And the only other thing that's like post-processing that I really have to do is I have to extract the audio from my video streams and put them up so that Garen can access them. That is literally it. After that, everything that's done is done by Garen. He does the YouTube channel, he does the artwork, he manages the email, he does a majority of the social media. Oh, where'd all that dirt go? I think it's over here. He does the Twitter, he manages, you know, a lot of stuff. So what Garen does is much larger than what I do. Even though I help, I don't want to give the impression that like I'm just like sitting over here like twiddling my thumbs, you know, not helping out. I help where I can, but for the vast majority of stuff, it's effort by Garen. I will help. We'll both come up with ideas and brainstorming and do lots of cool stuff. Garen has been coming up with a lot of the stuff that we've been doing actually on his own recently, so that's been really fun. So it's a lot of fun. It's definitely a collaboration between the two of us, and we both bring unique skills to the table, and that's what enables us to have this channel. Giran brings a lot of ideas and I want to say groundedness, because I can have these like pie in the sky, really outlandish ideas, and Giran can be like, well, here's what we can really do. So he sort of is the voice of reason, but he's also really good at like artwork and the 3D modeling, so he's always like, well, how can we add in something that'll make it really cool that people will really enjoy? Because, you know, in the end, that's what it's all really about. It's all about adding in stuff that people are going to enjoy, like the little, like the nether portal and stuff like that. And that was purely a bear idea. Oh, here, I got an axe. You can have mine. The portal thing was purely a bear idea, and it was phenomenal, and I was just so happy with how it came out. But also, I never would have thought to do anything like that in the first place. So I'm super happy with how it came out. Dirt. All right, I am going to fill this undercroft in. Do not worry. But yeah, so Giran brings a lot of skill. Oh, yeah, Mon, like well, I think everybody did. But yeah, the MoNsTAZz did a building game. It was the SethBling building game, I believe. And he built a little. The clue was like nether portal in a desert. And ours is technically in a desert, so he built ours, and he did like a little thingy where it was like, you know, as seen on KigerCraft, and I was like, oh. So I got a huge kick out of that. So yeah, that was really fun. So let's see here. Oops. All right, next question is from our good friend Kazdan. Kazdan's question is, do you have any other accessories set up on your computers, example, mouse, keyboard, headphones? Yes, actually, we do have monitors, in fact. I'm just kidding. I actually don't think that ours are so interesting because we have a lot of the same stuff. For instance, Giran has a Logitech G110 keyboard, and I have a G11, which is the previous version of his, so we basically have the identical keyboard. The only difference is mine has like these quick function keys that are like programmable. They have programmable macros. I have 3 sets of 6, whereas his has 3 sets of 2, so his has 1 less row than mine. But other than that, I mean, I don't even use those things anyways, so it doesn't even really matter. Highly concentrated, has more power, has more punch per key, I guess. All right, these should be good. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and take these oak logs because Giran's working on getting us more. As far as the mouse goes, we do have different mice. Giran has a Logitech, I said it again, a Logitech G500. And I have a, it's a Rockhat Cone XTD mouse, and I really like mine. I used to have a G500 until it broke. And actually, the first episode that we did on KigerCraft was with my old broken mouse. I do have a crafting table with me. Awesome. Now let's go ahead and put it over here so I don't have to run over here every time. Alright, so let's go ahead and make some stairs. Works. Alright. There we go. So yeah, that's basically it as far as like input accessories go. I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's like a 2 gap. Okay, yeah, this will work. So I'm trying to maintain my thought process here while doing 2 things at once. I'm not very good at this. So pardon me, folks. There we go. Some slabs. There we go. Hi, bear. Is a bear. So yeah, mine broke and I got a raw cat. I actually put out the question on Twitter, and one of our subscribers actually recommended it to me, and I've been very, very happy with it. It's a very, very good mouse. I mean, I was just so disappointed with the Logitech one, the G500, because I had a G500 for about, or actually I had a G5 for about 10 years, and then it finally broke, but it didn't break in the traditional sense. It literally like wore itself down. I used it so much that it was sort of like, you know, there wasn't very much left of the poor mouse. It had gone to mousy heaven. The scroll wheel was falling apart, and I actually had to replace the skates, the little things on the bottom side of the mouse that make it glide. I actually had to replace those because several years before they had worn down to the point where my mouse was like grinding on my on my mouse pad because, well, the skates had worn down to nothing. So that was kind of fun. I had never had to do that before because mostly the mice just break. So yeah, so it was a fairly good mouse. The G5 was, and I got a G500, and within a couple months they had broke, both of them, or they had broken. I can hear the correction being typed out. They had both broken, and I got them replaced under the warranty, and less than a year later, mine had broken again as well, so I was like, it's time for something else. Oh. So I decided to go ahead and get a different manufacturer. I didn't want to go with Razer, which was, I feel like, going to be the most popular response. Everybody would be like, oh, get a Razer, and I was, I don't know. I mean, I don't have a problem with Razer stuff. It's just, as far as my mice go, I'm actually pretty particular. Oh, stop flirting with Supa. Well, that was weird. I'm actually particular about like the weight and stuff like that. So one of the things is I really almost need a mouse that has weight control in it. The G500 and the G5 both had weight control via a little tray that you would pull out of the mouse and put little weights in, and those were pretty nice. I liked those. It is going to be a long episode, yes. And then, yeah. So I got this one, and it's really nice. I really like it. But it's similar. It does have the weights and everything like that. So I am super happy. And it's got like a light on it, but I don't really care. But I always feel like the Razers are, like, whenever I feel them, they're too light. Like, it feels, I'm not saying that they are cheap, but it just feels cheap. Because, I don't know, I guess I'm old school where, you know, if you had a light mouse, it basically didn't have anything inside of it, so. Yep, that's just me being old. Alright, let's go ahead and lay down some dirt in the center here. But yeah, so, and then I have I lit it. It's lit. I need some more torches. So as far as monitors go, I have a 24-inch Samsung monitor that's like 1080p and all that good stuff. So that's really nice. I really like it. And then I have a 23-inch monitor that is not 1080p, and that sucks. That's an Acer, which I like. It's a good monitor. It's just let's do 8. It's just I need 1080p, and that one's only what is it, 1600 by 900. So yeah. In fact, when we first started recording KigerCraft all that time ago, actually we used to have the little black bars. So it was because the aspect ratio on my monitor was different from the recording, so it caused the black bars. But yeah, so we have that fixed now. But yeah, and then Giran has a I think he has an Asus monitor. It's like a 23-inch and like a 20-inch Dell. Oh, I don't need lights on the right? Okay. I guess I just didn't. Okay. So let's go the boop. To the boop. There we go. Should be good enough to prevent monsters from spawning. Now let's just go ahead and put a couple more down over here. That should be good. But yeah, so we're super happy with our setups. So let's see, what's the next question? The next question is from Windagger. So Windagger says he has a question about our microphone. Excuse me. So he heard that we have a blue snowball, and he was just wondering if he'd ever had the problem where your computer does not recognize. So the thing is, we don't have a blue snowball, so I can't really address that. We actually have a blue Yeti, which is the larger version of the snowball. So it is a very, very large microphone, but like the snowball, it is a USB microphone. So really, so let's see. I think I can go. I think this is where. I think this is directly above the trees. So I think if we put half slabs here, it'll actually. Is that good? Perfect. All right. So we have the larger, basically the larger version of the snowball, which is the Yeti, is a USB microphone. But I don't feel like the snowball would be different from the Yeti because they're both similar. I don't understand why it wouldn't recognize your microphone, because specifically I was curious and I looked into it. The manual for the Yeti actually says that no drivers are required. It is a generic. Hey bear, is this space? Is it good? Perfect. It is actually a generic USB microphone device, so you actually don't need any specialized drivers. I don't necessarily know if this is the case, but I've seen before sometimes if you have a device that you've never plugged into your machine before, Windows actually won't have the drivers preloaded, and it'll try downloading the drivers from Windows Update. But if you have Windows Update disabled, it won't be able to find the drivers, and it'll go, oh, I don't know what this is, and it just will say that it doesn't recognize the device. So I don't necessarily know if that would fix your problem, but he said something about turning the connector upside down. Being that it's USB, I don't really understand how that would work, because USB is keyed, it only goes one direction. If you were to turn it upside down and it were to fit, you would have broken it. So it's one of those things where you can't really turn it upside down because it only goes one way. So good luck. I hope that maybe I provided a little bit of insight for that. Yeah, I don't really know. It's just one of those things where I did a quick Google search and I didn't find an answer, but it did come up as a common question. So obviously you're not the only one who's having a problem. Yay, trees grow. But yeah, definitely, if anybody is looking to, get into something like this, the blues are incredibly good. I have a strong affinity for the it's a tree. I got attacked by a tree. As I was making a joke, it was such a bad joke, the tree grew out of the ground to hit me in the face. I love it. So I really like the Yeti. It's larger, and I have it like on a boom stand and everything like that. So with a pop filter, so it really works well. Because originally we had it on the desk, but my moving my mouse was causing it to reverberate in the microphone, and we're getting this thunk 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 throughout the video. So we actually have it on a mic stand and everything now. So we don't have a shock mount for it, because I really don't need one, because it's on the ground and there's nothing moving on the ground. So yeah, I couldn't justify the purchase, especially when it was like, I think it was like almost $80. I think it was like $70 for the shock mount for the Yeti, and I was like, oh hell no. So I was like, we'll try it without it, and it's been fine ever since. I mean, we've been doing it like that for a year now, and I just don't think that we would have gotten any benefit from that. So yeah, that's about it. That's about it, and that was the last question. So I am super happy with how that. It wasn't. Oh yeah, there's one more. I'm sorry, it's all the way down here at the bottom. I have my screen like super duper small, so I could fit all of the questions on the screen. And the other one is, I see it all the way down here at the bottom, is from Kristen. Are you going to publish the World Seed? And the answer to that is no. We are not going to publish the World Seed. And the reason why is not because we don't love you. It's because we feel like that would enable spoilers. Because somebody could open up the World Seed, and it's basically the exact same thing as this world, just without any of our stuff in it, and then fly around and find all the cool stuff, and it would ruin it. So we're not going to do that. That's just not something we're gonna do. So my apologies, but we want to keep it spoiler free. Yeah, that's one thing I was going to say, is that maybe we'll release a world download once this world sort of has like a bunch of stuff in it. Because, I mean, as of right now, it's like basically the house, Sebastian, the skeleton farm over there, and like the mountain, and that's like all of the cool stuff. Like everything is like right around world spawn, which is, right over there, and it's actually cool. We were boating around in the ocean, and the reason why world spawn is on this beach right here is because world origin is actually straight out there in the middle of the ocean. So I guess it just kind of moved us over until it hit land, and here we are, home sweet home. But the sun's going down, so we're gonna go inside, and rude bears. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and because I know I really enjoyed taking your questions. So if you want your question to appear in a future episode, please, I'm practically begging you to please leave me more questions, because I had such a fun time doing this. Leave them in the comments. We will read them. You can leave bear questions too. Bears need questions. Bears are very mysterious, aren't they? Very mysterious. So definitely leave us questions, and we'll put them into another episode. But other than that, I hope you guys had fun, and I hope I provided you with a little bit of insight, and we'll see you next time. Take care.